right, people, we are back with our next episode on this weekend. It's crazy. Maybe I have to put in the screen share this weekend because again we have to do some race review. I know my last video was the HBCU showcase with Rashawn, and maybe the screen didn't look so good, but this time I got a little better. So let me just show you what I want. Boom. Right. So let's take it to the browser because this weekend was crazy. I'm gonna be looking specifically at more so the Razorback Invitational because that was supposed to be a really good meet. I think it was a really good meet, honestly. I just feel like there's some stuff we got to talk about, man. I feel like I got on it. I hit certain points already, but certain people don't believe me. And that's why I tell them to tune in to what I'm saying because I know what I'm saying is the facts. You feel me? Maybe not everything is going to be spot on correct, but most of what I'm saying is accurate or correct. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look at a bunch of events that took place at Arkansas over there, in such and such areas. We ain't gonna say nothing crazy, but Anywho, we have to dig into it. I feel like it's a great weekend. We're on week 3. Well, basically week 4, but week 3. Week 3, you're supposed to be expecting people to start moving as expected. World leads are gonna get starting to look crazy. It's gonna start. The NCAA is going to start, creating its top 16 slowly but surely. So I have everything pulled up right here. So first and foremost, I feel like we must take a look at T-First right now. I don't think it's updated. So let me just refresh T-First real quick. I do not think it's updated as yet because as I'm recording this, it's the end of the weekend. So it's not like usually updates in the night. I'll have to check if it already updated. But so far, so good. We're going to take a look at the 60, the 2, the 4, the 8, and what are the changes in them, right, on both men's and women's. Then we're going to look into the Razorback Invitationals. Then we're going to take a quick look at Travis Miller's posts. Also, we're going to talk about Noah Laws. Oh, there goes Leah. Congratulations, Leah, if you watch this video. Congratulations. I know you're sick. I train with you, so I know what's going on. I know you're sick. To go out there and run a 52.7 is not. It's absolutely amazing to know that you have a full-on cold and you're running with that, especially in the armory. Yeah, we're gonna look at this guy's Twitter. I feel like he posts the most accurate of everybody else posts on there. It's just bullshit. He posts the most accurate stuff. He never have other opinion. He's just posting what's going on in the world, and I feel like that's why we need to have more people like this to promote track and field. TikTok. I'm not gonna go on TikTok. I was just on TikTok earlier watching some stuff. But we're going to get back to the Razorback Invitational, right? So I said we were going to take a look. We're going to dive in here. So right now I'm waiting for the 4x4 to be finished. So I said I was going to start the video. So the men's 4x4, I'm waiting for it to run. I'm pretty sure the women's ran already. I think this timing shit is just behind. Well, so we must start off by saying the 60 for men's, right? Because we'll look at the hurdles after. Like I said, I feel like the 60 is... The 60 hurdles is any man's race when it comes to the moment, if you get what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's the same for the 60, not all the times. But I would say for the 60, right? So this is the preliminaries in the 60, right? Jelani Gordon, that's my friend from Jamaica's cousin. Big up Brooks, big up your cousin. And, I know he's Jamaican. And you got Brody Bruffington, then you got JC Stevenson. So, yeah, Travis, that's my guy, Travis. Lance Lang. Yeah, a couple big names in there. Robert Gregory, PJ Austin. Everybody know what PJ can do. A couple big names. Well, also, what's his name? Taekwondo Tracy from Jamaica was there as well, but he got DQ'd, I heard. We all know he false starts a lot. That's one of his main. That's one of his things he always do. False start, and that's why I feel like he could have been an amazing runner if he don't false start so much. He false start way too much. But he has a great YouTube channel. Tune in if you want to see what goes on in Jamaica and how they practice and stuff like that. So the first part of this I got to get into is the 60, right? So you take a look at the 60, Jelani Gordon, Jamaica, right? A young upcoming guy. He's a freshman at Georgia. I feel like 665, his best so far, he ran it at Clemson as a season opener, 660. 665 is not bad. For him to run that, make the finals with the fastest qualifying time is amazing. JC Stevenson from USC. USC, I spoke about this before. I may be one of the biggest fans of USC, yes. because I wanted to go to USC. It was my dream school. But I must say, if you take a look into USC's team, there's nobody that's running slower than 6'6", which is scary to think about. And I said this already. There's nobody running, especially in the shorter distances. Nobody's running slower than 6'6" at USC, which is absolutely crazy to think about. Nobody at all. And then we're going to continue. This guy right here from St. Augustine's, I think this is D2, and he's a sophomore. Big up, bro. Because, like, to do this from D2, get a big Q, right? Big Q, like, to get a big Q from, somebody at D2, you're not expecting shit like that. You're not expecting nothing like that, which is crazy. And usually D2 schools aren't even at this meet. I'm not sure, but I think this school is D2 if I'm not mistaken. Whoever this guy is, 6'6", not bad. So as you can see, it's a stacked field. You had to run 6'6" or 670 flat, basically. You had to run 670 or faster to get in, right? So we're gonna go on to the final, right? So say for example we went to the final. Okay, so we had a final. You had to run 6'6" to get in, right? That's just to show you how the NCAA is right now. You had to run 6'6" just to make a casual final. This is not a conference. This is not nothing crazy. This is all like regular meets, like early season meets, right? You had to run 6'6" to get in a final. That's already telling you what the season is going to be for the 60. I'm not going to lie to you. But this is the final. So we're taking a look at the final right here. And it's, okay, so the leading person who went in did not start. I guess he has some injury or something. Something's going on why he didn't start, right? He didn't go to the starting line. So J.C. Stevenson from USC, he won 661, which is not bad. That's actually really good. That's really good. It's shaping him up on like I said, the TFERS is, the NCAA is taking their it's filling its way out. Like, so now the puzzle is fitting itself together, right? Right. So we're going to take a look at TFERS right here, right? And say we either go to TFERS and look at the 60. Like I said, this is what the NCAA is looking at, right? So let's go to TFERS, and slowly but surely, it's making its way. As you can see, it's making its way. It's shaping out. Remember, I said 655 is what's going to get you in there, right? It's slowly but surely getting there because, as you can see, 6'6" already, you had to run 6'6" low already to be top 15 in the country. Top 16 in the country. You have to run 6, because, look, now you have a 661. You got to run 6'6" low to get in, all right? And here, you have a whole bunch of 6'6" lows. So you got already, it's making its way to 6'5", right? You have Miles Thomas. He's there, 663. And then Travis. So as you can see, this is a neck and neck race. They have to go to the 100th of a second to separate the two, which is not too bad, right? That's what I hate about it. Like they had to go down to this to separate the two. It can be kind of unfair because you guys realistically ran the same time, but. Anywho, they had to find a way to separate them, and I guess that's the way of doing it. Brody Buffington, like this kid from high school, phenomenal, right? Him running 666 is not bad, but knowing his 100 personal best, he can go faster. During the right time, because then again, he just transitioned from high school, so he got to really feel out Georgia, and I feel like Coach Carl is a really good coach. This guy, I don't know who the hell he is, but 671. Not bad. Like I said, it would have been amazing to see if Jelani Gordon was on the line and what he can do. Because I've seen him run. I've seen him run for Jamaica. He's pretty young, and to know that he can run 660 and he's like 18 if I'm not mistaken. Trust and believe, right? There's a lot more to come from this kid, and you'll hear about him for a very long time in NCAA. Hopefully he stays healthy and stick with what like Coach Carl is having them do and stuff like that. But we're gonna go ahead and watch this final because I did find it here on Travis Miller's page. Yeah, here it is. This is Noah Lyles, but I'll get to him in a second. But right here on Travis Miller's page, somewhere is that 60. Hold up. I think I can find it. Just give me a second. Whoa. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Where is this 6? Oh, here we go. So let us pull it up real quick and pull it bigger. So off rip, like watching this, they have my friend Travis over here in this lane. Knowing Travis, To the first 20, he's usually the quickest starter. No disrespect to anyone's talent, but to the first 20, he's usually the quickest starter. I know what's going on with him. I'm not going to mention it on here. Maybe you guys could tune into his profile and account to see what's going on. But usually, he will have the first 20 down. Nobody can beat him. Like anybody would tell you, anybody at USC would tell you. The first 20, you're not beating Travis. I can put money on it. The only person I think can beat him over the first 20 is Christian Coleman. And he smoked Christian Coleman for first 20 before. It has happened already. If you don't believe me, go ahead and look that up. No need to explain it. But usually first 20, Travis usually got it. So off rip watching this, I'm thinking in myself, Travis got it. But then, knowing what's going on, he didn't have it. So let's just put it this way. The race is off. Now we can see first, first 5, first 10? First 5, first 10, look. These guys are behind. These guys are the guys in forward. So this is Brody Buffington in the middle right here. This guy from LSU, and this is Travis. So off rip, you can see Travis is already edging these guys. Like as you can see, the separation in the field is right here. Travis is already edging all of them, but just by a little bit though. Usually he has like a gap, a full-on gap at 20. No, not lying to you. This is you can research this. You can look it up. So as you can see, he usually has a gap, but he don't have that gap. So you can tell something's going on, right? Race proceeds. This guy catches him. He gets up out of his drive phase because, somebody gets out quick on you, you're going to get up, right? He gets up. Travis behind. At this point, I feel like this part of his race is where he messed up. Brody Buffington is not in a good position right here either. He's way behind. I feel like he wasn't expecting them to do that. He wasn't expecting the start to be way faster than the prelims. I don't know what was going on in his head, but something went wrong, completely wrong for his race, I would say. I don't think he ran pretty bad, but his rate, he could have ran faster. This guy right here from St. Augustine's, this guy looked like he got it down to earth. His mechanics look good. Everything looked good. Travis' teammate from USC, he looked like he's staying with him. So what seems like to me is he's pulling him, right? Because he eventually wins the entire thing. But it looks like to me that he pulls him to something that he's never done before. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this guy's not fast. He's pretty fast. So he now knows that he has a lot more. So going into practice with one of the fastest starters means a lot for USC. So now I can actually see why USC, all their short sprinters run 6.6 and better, right? This guy on the outside, I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's just out there. Quick and fast. And then look, his closing speed is really good. You can tell. Everybody is, at this point breaking down or trying to go fast, but they can't. Travis at this point, he's trying to stay tall. This guy out here is trying to stay with the pack. He's way behind. Something probably is wrong with him. I don't know. But he looks off like crazy. And look, he's in good running for he's now getting up stride for stride with this guy, right? As you can see, their stride is almost the exact same at the front leg. The back leg, maybe his extension is further and his is not. But let's see what happens. Out of the blocks. So as you can see, about right here, he's already dipping, which is really bad. About right here, he's dipping. You don't want to dip. If you dip that early, you can end up losing the race or running slower than you could have ran. You could have ran faster if you didn't start dipping. So he's already leaning over. But then again, the 60 is a tight race because as you can see, all these guys are just about fast the same. You feel me? Oh, it's Lank's land on the outside. Everybody know Lank is more a 200 guy than a 60. But like I said, everybody right here is about just the same speed in the field. Maybe not this guy, but right here is about the same speed. So it's a tied up race at the end. These guys may have a little bit of a gap because they executed their race a little bit better. But he's leaning, and he knows he needs to lean because this guy's right here, and the rest of the field's right next to him. So right here. So Travis, his dip came way too late. This guy's all the way outside. I don't know what the hell he's doing. That's probably a season opener for him, though, because he's a pro. And, yeah, they got through the line, and the flash time was 6:58, which means a lot. So my question is, what would have happened if Jelani was in the race? And what would have happened if they were at altitude, like a lot of these athletes in college? they get to go to Albuquerque and places like that with high ass altitude. What would have happened? I would seriously like to know. Like, what would the time have been? You get what I'm saying? Like, what would it have been? Who knows? If you know, tell me. Drop a comment. I don't know. But there we have it. Travis on his face. God damn. Get the fuck up, my boy. Get up. This guy's all the way up here. He playing Spider-Man right now. And he don't know what to react. He don't know what to do. Travis, my question is, why you always look like you hurting? Nigga, after the 60, bro. Like, I just say this nigga always look like he hurting, bro. He probably because he don't run what he want, but like, bro, look at this nigga face, bro. Nigga always look like he hurting, bro. Like, look, nigga trying to dap him up too, bro. Like, look, this nigga trying to dap, nigga Ling trying to dap him up and shit. Nigga not. Nigga walks away from his hand, bro. Like, what's going on, bro? And then boom. Mind you, they don't got no beef. I'm not trying to start nothing, but that was actually funny. And then yeah, like Brody chilling, bro. Like Brody, like yeah, that's a PR, calm PR, calm vibes. Anywho, that's a 60 for you right there. That fuck is that? Anywho, that was a 60. We gotta speak about Noah Lyles. I ain't gonna pull up his stats because I just seen his shit down here. We gotta talk about this nigga, bro. We have to. We gotta talk about this nigga, bro. His shit was like right here. So here we have rolled ass Lyles, right? Everybody's on him. Everybody's saying, "Oh, this, he's trying to get a race in before he raced Fred," because the main event for real is really him and Fred at New Balance Grand Prix or whatever, Grand Prix or whatever it want to be called. Shit in Boston. They're about to race in February. It's coming up like early February, like February 4th, if I'm not mistaken. And knowing Lyles, he's a 200 guy. He talks crazy. I've met him before. He talks crazy as in track-wise. But personality, like to sit down and have a conversation with like a regular conversation, he's a pretty cool dude. I've met him before. I met his mom, met his dad, met his brother, met him. They're pretty cool. But the part where I feel like he does way too much is when he go on the internet and he talks a lot of shit, man. Sometimes he's right. Many of the times he's wrong. Like, for example, saying you lost the 200-meter final at the Olympics because of what was going on during COVID is crazy. Not saying you were sick because of COVID, but saying you lost to Andre DeGrasse only because of what was going on with the protesting in the U.S. Anybody from the U.S. will know with the George Floyd whole shit that was happening, the looting and all that. That's what made you lose the final. I don't wish bad for you, Noah. But I really hope Andre DeGrasse find every gear in his body in that 200 final coming this Olympics. I swear to you, I wish it happens. Because that was one hell of a lie you just told why you lost that final. Let's watch the 60, though. So he has to race Fred in a couple of weeks. We all know. Fred has not ran. Mind you, Fred is also training at USC. And as you can see, none of USC sprinters are going slower than 6'6". Fred has to run against him. Fred ain't no somebody you can walk over. So just think about their pre-USC practice and what it would look like with Fred. I don't think he's losing to no kids. And these kids aren't no regular kids. They're all running 6'6". So what do you think he'll open up with? Long story short, this will be Fred's opener. That will be Lyles' second race. This guy had made a statement that he's going for the world indoor title. I don't think he set the record, but I really hope he never does. After Fred, he has to race the fastest man that has ever ran a 60-meter dash. He has no chance. He don't even stand a chance. But he has a lot of mouth. There goes his problem. So here we're going to take in this race because he snuck and enter. People are saying he snuck and enter. I'm not going to say he snuck because, I don't blame him. He knows what he got to face, the competition he got to face for the 60-meter. So let's just say, all right, boom, start this race, right? Lyles is right here. This is what, lane 7 or 8? One of them. Boom. Actually, no, he's on the inside. He's on the inside lane. My bad. I'm so sorry. He's on the inside. He is right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Quality's bad. Yeah, yep. That's him. So I did see his results. He ran a 670 for the prelims and then a 663 for the final. Noah, that's a decent opener. That's a very decent opener. But what will Fred's opener be? Do I think he's going to lose to Fred? Do I think he's going to beat Fred? It's tough. It's a tough call. It's a tough call. We're just going to have to let the race happen. My opinion. If the race don't happen, we can't call it. But I think Fred got one up on him, and I feel like they know that because of what's going on with USC sprinters. No disrespect, but maybe Fred will have his glory against him. Let's see what happens. Because there's also going to be Trayvon Bromell, if I'm not mistaken. Trayvon Bromell is no joke. That man is a slider. So let's see what happens, honestly. Noah, we got you out the way, right? So back to T first. We're going to take a look at the collegiate scene. All right, going to refresh. Okay, so as you can see, USC has a lot of guys, right? A lot of fucking guys, which is crazy. Alrighty, T-First is not updated, my bad, so we can't really look at T-First. When it get updated, you can take a look at it. I don't think it's going to get updated as yet. So back to Travis Miller. As you can see, Oklahoma duo drops a, crazy-ass time, which is usually Oklahoma State. Here we have Shanti Jackson.
Killebrew, Jackson, and Liston.
So Brianna Liston and Shanti Jackson, right? What I think about this race, wait, hold up. Let me just pull it back again so you guys can see it. Okay. So if you take a good look at this race, I feel like Shanti had more, but she just eased off. Just take a look.
And a quick start. Killebrew, Long, Jackson, and Liston.
Like, she just like...
Shanti Jackson of Arkansas. Shanti Jackson of Arkansas.
Like, about right here.
And Liston.
She was just like, yeah, screw it. I ain't going to catch her. Like, she was charging and then she realized she ain't going to catch her. She's like, fuck it. Overall, what I think, what are my thoughts? Great run. 7-1. This year, 7-2 don't look like it's going to get in. I said 7-2 low might get in on the first video back. But unfortunately, I don't think 7-2 is going to get in this year, man. There's a lot of 7-1s. There's been a lot of 7-1s today. I hope it's the same people's. But I know Shanti Jackson is going to be added to the list because she didn't run a 60 yet. That was her first 60. So let's just say the woman's been doing their thing. Then here we go. Look at that. These are the pros. We're gonna skip them for now because their time is coming. Right now it's about the collegiate athletes. We just had to speak about Lyles because he's a big name in the sport. Aaliyah Hobbs, we seen that. Okay, so we have the Armory Dr. Sanders. Nobody really give two shits about that meet. If it ain't Milrose, we really don't care over there because nobody wants to run in the Armory. Let's be honest. Let's be realistic. Nobody wants to really come there and run. Nobody want to run in the Armory. 1, it's cold. 2, the turns are horrible. The track is horrible. It needs to be resurfaced. They need to throw away that whole track, man. And this meet is just an ass meet in general, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's on NBC. Like, Armory, what do you have with NBC, bro? Like, I would really like to know. What do you have with NBC? Like, what type of deal is it? Because it has to be some type of deal. We all know we got to speak about this, though. I can't even lie to you. We have to speak about this. So, she goes like a 6'9" in the 60. crazy to think about because I know a lot of guys that don't run 6'9". She goes a 6'9" and like a 10'8" or 10'9" outdoor. This girl's 60 is so down to earth. I wish a lot of people would take notes from her. So let's just take a look at this race. She ran 7-0. Let's take a look at this race. It's like her legs are saying, and then she's just relaxing. And like she's trying to stay with her. But like at first she was doing great doing it. But like watch. She just relaxed right to the line. She might brought that other girl to a PB, but it's just how she did it. And the girl's trying to stay with her, and the girl, no matter how much the girl's trying to stay with her, she just pulls away. Her form is over the 60. It's immaculate. I think. I think it's that she can go 6'8" at best, because she don't. One thing I realized, she don't push a lot of power to get out. She just some choppy ass step. Travis used to do that back in the day. Like some very choppy ass step and then boom, straight up to run it. But that's pretty good for girls. You feel me? Like like this is crazy, and it's a world lead. So the armory, we got the roll ass armory. I'm finna take a look at that. Then again, it's distance. So we back in Arkansas, another 400. Oh, what I must pull up. So as you can see, this is a new PB for her. This girl from Oregon. She ran a 51.8. 51 is very fast for females. Don't get me wrong. 51 is really fast for females. 51 is like top-notch fast, right? 51.5 is crazy, right? But because she run this, that don't mean she won that meet at Arkansas. Remember what I said about Arkansas? The national champion will be from Arkansas? I wasn't lying to you. So let's take a look at this next post. Right?
Razorback greats along with Shania Bellamy and Kimberly Harris.
So this is a girl from Arkansas.
Harris, Georgia, and Rosie Effiong battling for that lead position.
So look, she goes out in 23.99. Pretty fast. 200.
23.9.
She's coming around now, right? A lot of girls can't even run 23 open, not gonna lie to you. A lot of girls can't even run 23 open.
Effiong with 100 meters to go.
All right.
Very well and strong. Here with 50 meters to go. Rosie Effiong for the Razorbacks.
Like, this girl's strong as shit. That's just to show you. 51.56, right? That's one from Arkansas. Now, we're going to take a look at this girl from England, which is fucking stunning. I love British girls, by the way. Hit me up if you're British. This British girl from Arkansas, Amber, world lead, 50.56, an NCAA lead, a world lead. I don't think this world lead is going to move no time soon, unless it's Leah. But right now, 50.5? That's fucking crazy on week 4? Well, week 3 for you, because these cats is Arkansas didn't open up in December. Let's just put it this way. Let's take this race in for a second.
So Arnold, Butler, Anning, and Jan in our last section of the collegiate women's 400 meters. Out very well early, Amber.
Mind you, they're both British. This girl from England and this girl from England. This girl runs for USC. She's straight out of England. She's from England as well. So they probably know each other, At this point, this is practice. This might be practice for both of them.
For Arkansas.
So there we go. They're out at a good start.
It's Anning and Butler.
She's in great shape because she knows where she's at. Everybody else is like trying to catch up to get to the 200. She knows exactly where she is, and she's doing it so relaxed. That's how you're supposed to run a 400. That means she is fit. She's ready to go. She's on point. All right? Boom.
It's going to be slight edge to Anning, 23.
So, right, she come through 23.9. So, it looks like Arkansas is training their girls at a pace to come through 200 meters at 23.9. I said 20.9. 23.9. That's what it looks like the coach trained them to do. It looks like he worked from fall all the way to goddamn January for his girls to come through their 200 split at 23. He's probably gunning for them to go through 23 low. Because look, as you can see, the other Arkansas girl did it as well, right? But she came through at 23.99, right? She probably tired. Her second 200 somewhere in there, she tired. She got tired. This girl is a horse. She came through 23.90. Let's see how she comes back around.
3.9 for the 200-meter sprint for Amber Anning of the Razorbacks over Elia Butler for Georgia.
Butler is also a great runner, but she's doing too much work. Her strategy. And then, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of unfair because Arkansas train here. They know the track inside out. They know the ins and outs of this track. It's not saying you can't lose on your home track. You can definitely lose, but unfortunately for her and the other competitors in this race, they don't stand a chance. This girl looks like she knows the track inside out. She's running so relaxed, it's crazy. This girl is doing so much work to try to catch her. In the straightaway, you're supposed to be gathering your breath, cruising, not cruising slow, but cruising fast for the next turn. Because the next turn is where it's going to take all your energy, and then that last turn is where you got to just power through. So, right, look at this. She's running like a motherfucker right now. Look, she's just chilling. She's just chilling around this turn. Now, look, she picks up the pace right here. Look, you can tell she's about to charge in that floor and push again. Look at the arm swing. There you go. Now, look, they tied. They did all that work around here. She knows this track. She knows this track very well, bro. She knows. That's the thing about Arkansas, bro. They train their athletes so well on this track, which is crazy. She knows this track. She knows this track like the back of her hand, bro. Look at how she's running it.
And it's Amber Anning powering through at
50.55. Now you tell me. 50.55. There's Shanti Jackson. There's her and a couple other girls, bro. He posted it. I'm going to show you. He posted it. Travis Miller posted it. You guys are going to see what Arkansas's team look. Remember I said it. The national champion will come from Arkansas for the girls in the 400. It's kind of unfair. Here it is. Now take a look. Take a look at this. Well, actually, no. Well, these are some of them are Arkansas people. These are pros. But he definitely posted it. It was somewhere on here. But we'll get to that in a second. What we must talk about, though, is we're not going to watch these. I'm not going to sit here and watch all those. I got to talk about Will's race. William Jones of USC, 45-2. Raheem Hales, I fuck with Raheem, 46-69. Raheem's a really talented guy coming out of New York. So big up. He's also Jamaican. Big up, big up. I like that whole Jamaican squad that Florida got. It's pretty good, but I just don't think it's good enough for USC. No disrespect to nobody. For USC this year, they're cooking. USC is cooking something, I think, on both the men's side and the women's side. And I'm not saying this to be a dick rider or anything, but USC is on some shit this year. This year, USC they're up to no bueno. They're no good. I don't know if I said that right, but they're up to no good. USC is up to no good. They trying to win this shit. This guy, he don't get tired. He just started running track 3 years ago. His personal best in the 400 is 44.7. That's with injuries. Because last year was his, second year? And he ran 44.7. He had a lot of injury problems and stuff like that. And now he's back at it, right? He's back at it. This guy don't know his true potential. Because the reason why I said this is because his 200-meter PB is 21.4. And I don't think he believes he can go faster. I don't think people at USC believes he can go faster, but that's a conversation for another. Long story short, though, this guy is just freaking nature. What is going on? Coach Watts is always recruiting some freaking nature, because I remember Michael Norman and him is kind of similar. I'm not going to say they're the very exact same, but they're kind of similar. Norman didn't start taking the 400 seriously till college. He did run 4s in high school, though, and he ran 3 years of high school. But Norman really was a 200, 100 guy in high school. He ran the 4 for the fun of it, or whenever his coach would put him in it. But Norman and this guy, hey, similar. Where do Watts be getting these freaking? I'm just really trying to understand how he does his recruiting, or is it training? I don't know what it is. Because started running 3 years ago. It's crazy. You knowing you can do this? Absolutely crazy, bro. I'm going to try to pull up the video. I feel like this wasn't a bad race either for this Ahmad kid from Texas A&M. But the thing is about him, my thing is with this kid, he split 43 before, and we've yet to see him do it open or run close to it open. But he's a talented kid. I feel like in due time, he'll do better. But as of right now, I feel like he need to lock in more. He's too focused on like what people thinks of him. You get what I'm saying? Like if he can just lock in a little more and just stop giving two shits, we'll see him do that shit open. But that's not a bad race for him. You know, a good winner over Powell. Powell's a great runner. Runs 44, but not enough. Run 44 outdoor. It's not a bad run. But I'm trying to show you guys Will's race. Like, Will's race was absolutely crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. Will's race is like, shit. It's like, what is this kid on? Like, no cap. Like, what is... Oh, here we go. So before this, Will ran a 45.90 the previous meet. That was a season opener, and that was his personal best. So this is what I say when I say he don't know his true potential. That's what I meant, because he just ran a 400 indoor and ran 45.90. Then comes back the next meet and runs 45.2, which is crazy. So now take a look at this. This is his race. So let's see how he ran it. As you can see, he didn't get out like insanely quick. Like, you know, he just got up to speed, I think. Because look, this kid is breaking stagger on him. This kid still has a little gap over him. And Raheem right here, I'm not going to lie, I give him props for this because he's running in lane 4. He's running in 4. He's running in 4. It's a hard-ass lane to run the 400 from. It's really hard to run the 4. This is not even 4. This is 3, actually. Yeah, this is actually lane 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is 3. He's running from 3, which is great. Now that I think about it, it's really hard to run from. If it's so hard to run from 4, imagine 3, right? So he breaks stagger on him. Raheem is just, pacing, because I feel like Raheem was trying to strategize this race, but probably thought about it too much. But let's just see what happens.
We'll close out our 400 meters.
So then, look, Will finally builds up and start to catch this kid. Now, this kid is running with Will, right?
Here until we get to the mile relays,
and Will is holding the fuck on. So now they caught him. And these two right now are racing. But I feel like, watch.
This is going to be quite a closing race here for us. Brown for OU.
All right, so to the break, they're about to be 21 low. There we go, 21-4, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 21-4-1. He gets the break, he runs with him, because they were racing. It was clear, they were racing. Raheem is pacing, you can tell. He already knew what was going to happen with these two. So, he goes to the break first. He gets cut off. His momentum is fucked. I ain't gonna lie to you, because he was trying to get it before him. His momentum is fucked. Will is staying on top of his shit. He's staying up tall. He's fighting at this point because he's trying to pass him, right? Will cuts him off, breaks his momentum. It's over with for him. His race is done. He got to go around. Raheem is just still pacing, trying to pick up and stay with them. He's fucked. I don't know what this kid's personal best was before this, but he probably PB'd this race.
With Brown hot on his heels, and look at Hale.
And this is what I'm talking about. He went with him, fucked his momentum because he didn't get the break, and then Will just powers again. Like, this is another surge. This is some Michael Norman shit. He had a gear that none of them had. Not one of them. He had another gear, which is like, this is crazy. Now, look, he found another gear and opened a gap. Once he found that gear, all he has to do now is hold on.
From Florida.
And that is exactly what he's doing. He's holding right on to the end. Look, at this point, you can see it in his face, but not in his body. And that's how you're supposed to finish a 400. Michael Norman does that.
Putting on a show. William Jones from Southern California.
Now, look, he faded so bad because he did all that work in the first part of the race. Raheem caught him. This kid caught him. Mind you, this kid was in the back. That means I'm pretty sure this kid got a huge PB.
California, 45
So he ran 45-2 doing that.
low.
He went out 21-4. Remember when we watched the HBCU showcase? Guys went out in 21-7 and they didn't make it around track. That's how fast. This is what I meant by it could either end in two ways for you. They're disastrous, or you can run a huge PB. Well, that's exactly what I meant when it works out. When it don't work out is what I said, what I meant in the HBCU showcase. So any 21 you go out, it's going to be a personal best if you can hold it. Yeah, we talked about his race already. Marco. Oh yeah. So we gotta talk about Marco. For example, this guy, he just won world champion. He just ran 145 over there. Crazy to think about. It's really early. Crazy to think about that he did that. Kalen Walker drops a 6:58. This is a guy that ran 6:5 in like fucking December. This white kid. His start is pretty crazy, just like Travis's. His start is really crazy, but he powers the whole race. You feel me? It's not my type of thing to like, but that's maybe what works for him. Hey, have fun. But I don't think that works when you're racing against guys that's really good. The only guy I've seen that work for is Matthew Baldwin, and it doesn't work in the 60 and the 200, yeah. This is Marco's race. I wouldn't sit down and watch an 800. It takes too long, and I got other stuff to get to. But here we go. Here it is. Now, this is the 4x4, and these are the splits. So he posted this 30 minutes ago, so you can tell I'm kind of on top of it. This is the splits for Arkansas's women's team. It's a facility record. 51-4, 51-0. Mind you, this is crazy to think about, bro. Do you sit there and think about this? Like, they have this much people, not to mention Shanti Jackson, that can run 51. Your national champion will come from Arkansas. This is at the Clemson meet, so Cameron Rose. Remember I was telling you guys how if you don't run 20.6 or better, you're not getting in. It's pretty clear. You don't run 20.6, you are not getting in. So 20.76, not too bad for Cameron Rose, but he's a guy that go way faster when he feels like it. Javante Harden, he can go fast. I think it's a season opener for him too. The rest of the guys, I'm not so sure, right? This is the relay, actually. This is the relay. Like I said, Florida have a good team. 304 is not bad. But guess what? I think this is Smith Bannon. It's good to see him back. No, it's actually not. It's Powell, Ashton, Wayne, thingy. So the fastest split was 45-0. That's really fast. Powell did some shit right there. He did some shit on that anchor leg. Ashton, Wayne, Wana is a really good 200-meter runner. I didn't know they gonna put him on the 4x4. That's shit. That's not. It's actually good. It's actually good. Good split for Raheem. 46-3. Okay, so I guess Florida's figuring it out, but I still don't think they're gonna beat USC. When USC do not have their 18 there. For one, this is just a guy posted 5 minutes ago. That means the results are out. So their A team is not there. It's only Will there. So I wouldn't expect USC to beat Florida here, but come national, it's gonna be something else. Let's take a look right here. All right, this is the race. So this is the 4x4.
McKenzie to Jones. Brown to Swan.
Wait, hold up.
Turner to Hale Jr. And
Yeah, this is LSU. This is a different. Oh shit. So AJ did say to let him know. Oh, he ran already. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, okay, he knows already. So long story short, though, this is the like a second heat, I think. Not too bad for LSU. Not too bad for Georgia. I feel like they're just running for nationals position or good SEC spots and stuff like that. Other than that, yeah. So far so good. This is what we have on here, right? Gonna go back to here, right? Razorbacks. Let's go back to Razorbacks. We got to go back to event index. All right, let's start by the 200. Right, the 200 at this meet, I would say it was good, but could have been better. You know what I'm saying? Like the 200 at this meet. Oh, it was that day one. Day one, man, 200 meters. All right, here we go. So we had Robert Gregory, Florida, 46. I said 40, 20.40, and then Wana, 20.46. Right. This is good for Florida. Their 200 group is looking real fast. It's looking like some Joseph Fambole. I know they miss him. This is looking really good, right? Let's see the women's 200, right? Let's take a look at the women's. Ford, 22.5. It's given she's about to run 21. And I think I said in the first video 23 might make it. 20. I said 20. Yeah, I said 23 mid. No, you had to run 23 low to go. To go to the ship. 23 low to go. As of right now, look, 22.5. That's really fast indoor for girls. 22.60, really fast. Shanti Jackson, 22.7, really fast. 20. Look at this list right here. These are all people who will be in that top 15. Right here, from 8 to 1 is gonna be people in that top 15. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in that list. So, like I said, the 200 for women are really fast. It's gonna be fast. It's given. It's a given. So we're gonna look at that. Let's see what the pros ran for the women's 200. Wrong one. So open. Let's see what the pros ran. So the college athletes ran faster than the pros. Put it that way. Point blank. Period. The college athletes ran way faster than the pros. I wasn't expecting them to run faster anyway, but a lot of people would. The men's. Here we go. The men's open. I think Vernon Norwood was the champion. Yeah, Vernon Norwood wasn't expecting anything faster. Was not expecting anything faster. Vernon Norwood. If you watch this guy, you know this is a guy that puts zero speed into the track. He's just strong as hell. That's what I like about him. That's exactly what I like about him. He can just put some long ass strides and just get around the track like it's very easy, and it's not. But great sprinter. Give him all his credit. I just don't think 200 or 100 is his event to be doing. I did the 60. You know I'm not gonna do pole vault. 800. I don't really care for that. So let's take a look at the 4x4 relays. Let's take a look at the relay. So you see, it's still saying, oh, official. Right. So the winners. Wait, I want to see the splits as well. Wait, give me a second. So boom. Start list. Yeah, it's still taking forever to load, I guess. Yeah, it's still taking forever to load. So it's saying Alabama and that's the record fair. Okay, I get that, but we want to see the results for what's going on right now. Like, I have no idea why it's doing that. It's not showing me the results, but let's look right here. Oh, so USC didn't start. Mississippi B 318, 308. Okay, all right, good. So, like I said, Florida 304. Not too bad. We know the splits for that. I just wanted to see what University of Southern Cal ran with a B team, because it's really not even be a C team, because Will is the only one there. The rest of the legs is not there, right? Let's take a look at T first. What it will take to go in the 4x4 indoor. So this is a 4x4. You will. Let's see where cutoff is already. Top 16. 308. It's going to be faster than that. So you're going to have to run 305 probably to get in. So you're probably going to be 30. I don't think 308 is getting in. I ain't going to lie to you. So 308. 308 is not bad. Let me see what Mississippi ran. Shit, AJ, my boy, you probably could go. Let's see. 308.21. Shit, you guys might be on the verge of going. Oh, no, never mind. There's other teams that hadn't got updated on there yet. But it's not bad. Clemson, Roden, and them have a 308.1. Yeah, you're going to have to run 308 low, like 307 or 306 to go, I believe. I believe that's what it's going to take, and that's pretty fast indoor. So there you have it. That's for week 4. I believe these performances are really good, and we're starting to get into the season where it's going to get fast, where the pace is going to pick up. Like I said, it's going to pick up around February, late January, February. So early February we'll see something, and then mid-February we'll see something, and the rest is history because then that's SEC and Nationals. That's when we're going to see very fast times, but by then we will start having cutoffs. Like I said, the list is slowly creating itself, and people are running. Times are dropping, and I feel like everybody's been putting in the work. This weekend, a lot has been going on at Boston BU, and I love that. I love that for them, but I can't wait to see what goes down in New Balance. Up next, we have Grand Prix, Milrose, stuff like that. The bigger meets over in the in the West. Can't wait to see that. Excited for those. A lot of schools are going at altitude. Texas Tech is at altitude. So we know their cats are gonna run fast soon, come. So a couple more meets is going on. When those meets go on, we'll see where the stats put us. But as for right now, again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This was great. I feel like we did a great breakdown of what's going on so far. Maybe I didn't talk too much about the women's, but we'll get to that. Slowly we're getting there. I can't record the whole thing and sit here and talk for an hour. I don't think anybody would actually even come and listen. But so far, so good. I ain't gonna lie. It's looking great. It's looking to be a great year, very entertaining year. You guys keep putting in the work. Yeah, I must say, shit, I love it. I love it. I love how everything is going. I love that everybody is killing it, absolutely doing what I believe is the best of the best, and what it takes to perform like shit like this. Shit. I don't know how these guys are doing it. I love some of you guys training. I'm lying. I'm getting training like that right now. But I have to congratulate y'all because to do stuff like this and people don't really see it as a big thing. I do. I see it as a really big thing, and I enjoy it a lot. You guys keep putting in the work. And like I said, until next time, I'll do another review. I'm gonna close this out. So you people out there, stay tuned. We got more coming from you. I am out.